Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new around here, my name is TheDiamond Bullet, and today I'm interviewing Smiley as requested by a viewer. We have our questions here. I'm going to have him introduce himself now. You may now introduce yourself.
So, my name is Diamond Bullet. Twitch.tv/the Diamond Bullet. Fuck, the Diamond_Bullet.
That wasn't even right.
What is it then? Hold up.
It's got the underscore.
Bullet.
It took you twice. It took you 2 attempts to get it right.
Okay, listen. No.
Anyway, I've got 15 questions, as you already know.
Okay, I want my lawyer.
But I am your lawyer. Boom. Okay, so the difference in relevance to you. One of them says bandmates, but I'm gonna reword that question as I'm asking it you because you're not in a band. But the first off, the question everyone wants to know: what is your creative process when making music?
So that means like constructive.
Yeah, so pretty much the steps you take to make the music.
Oh, find a beat. That's like an hour or so. Basically, I just record main vocals first. Whatever comes to mind, I just put down. Um, then I'll go over it, change what it needs, and start doing ad libs, and then I'll just engineer it.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
Basic.
yeah, basic.
The next question. Tell me about your top performances, so the songs that you released that performed the best.
I'd have to check real quick.
Imagine not knowing your own statistics.
uh, I'm surprised it's not Grave. Alone's actually the top one this week apparently.
Well, of course it won't be Grave. I seem to be the only person ever to like that song.
Yeah.
Artistically, who would you like most to collaborate with? So who would you like to do a collaborate with the most? There we go.
I have two.
Mm-hmm.
Reese Brunk and Shy.
Who the fuck is Shy?
A cool person.
Okay. No, I'm not on that list.
You're not even a singer.
I'm a artistically. It says it doesn't say I have to be a singer. A rapper's fine.
You've produced for me before.
Yeah, once.
Once.
Who has been your most influential teacher or mentor, or who do you look up to in the music business the most?
I do look up to Reese. But help me the most would be Robbie Hollow. He's also a music artist. He basically helped me perform better with my music, with engineering and more energy, because I had a lack of energy in my music. So.
Well, yeah, all your music is depressing as fuck. Why would you need energy for that?
Apparently, I have to be louder, and my vocals have to be like volumed better than the beat.
Yeah, they do. You have to hear them.
Yeah, you've seen your videos.
Well, then don't watch the videos.
Fine.
Have you ever taught or mentored another musician?
Yes, actually, coffee.
Well, he doesn't count as a human, so it's fine.
Okay.
What song performed the worst? Ever?
Let's check again.
Yeah, you should probably have that open.
19.
Oh, I think I did a review of that song, did I not? Or was I going to?
I think you did. You did.
Okay.
I don't know if it ever got uploaded, but I know you did.
Possibly did. I recognise the name, that's all. How do you deal with disinterested or unruly audiences? So haters.
I could honestly care less. Like, I do this shit for me. Like, it makes me. It's like one of my hobbies. Like, I genuinely don't care what people think. Like, I'll just continue to do it because I find it fun. I previously I made music like for like the past 2 years now, and only just started releasing. Probably I don't even know when. Yeah, basically that's what I do.
The thing with haters as well is being a content creator. It's kind of the same. You shouldn't ever let them like get to you. People can hate all they want, but some
Yeah,
content creators, some musicians see that as them becoming larger than they want to be, because haters typically attack people who are actually good at what they do.
yeah.
Well, that explains why I don't get haters. do you prefer do you prefer to work alone or collaboratively?
Meaning,
Like when you're making music, do you prefer to do it alone or would you prefer to work with another musician or musical artist?
uh, mostly I record alone, but most of the time, I actually make songs in Discord calls around like lyricists and stuff.
Which
Get
one
ideas from them.
which one do you prefer? Do you prefer getting ideas from other people or doing it all
Uh,
yourself?
there's this thing with that. Like, I'd record a song, go to a lyricist, and they normally tell me what I can make better. But
So
uh,
constructive criticism.
yeah, I do get that. Uh, I don't actually know. Like, I kind of dislike them both, to be honest. Like, I don't
Equally?
really know. Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes getting that second opinion gives you light
yeah,
into other areas. Like, for example, my The Long Drive series that I was live streaming, as you know, because you were there constantly. Um, I got more views on it when I started doing challenges that were suggested by the viewers instead of just playing the game normally, because everyone does that.
yeah,
So sometimes constructive criticism or hearing what other people say about your work or your art is like the best you can get, as long as you don't let it get to you, like some people do.
yeah.
If you did, say, a concert, for example, what venue would you put at the top of your list for a place to perform at?
Um, well, like, I don't really know, but can I just say a country?
A country is fine. I guess a country
Uh,
can be a venue, technically.
most like mostly in the USA because it's more populated. Well, not populated. It's more popular with concerts. But probably like
Also, isn't most of your audience American?
I don't know. Probably like in a small area like Chicago or something.
A small area like Chicago. Okay, okay.
Because I like Chicago.
Yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that. I like traveling and travel. Ooh, excuse me. Traveling sometimes really good, especially for musicians. They can take inspirations from visiting other countries, which is why they travel a lot. Um, so we've already had who inspires you. What inspires you as a musical artist?
Me, just my hobbies, I guess.
Okay,
I just
I'll reword the question.
yeah, reword
Um,
it.
what makes you continue doing the music? Like
I
what?
just find it fun. Like it's fun to do music. Like I don't know. I just got into it. It's just fun hobby for me. So that's why I just continue to do it.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. Um, how do you nurture your own creativity? Like, how do you keep it, within specific lines? Because obviously, when you go past certain lines, it becomes an issue. How do you like manage that kind of thing? That question is stupid. I tried to reword it. All it's saying is when you are making music or freestyling your lyrics, as you've told me in the
What?
past,
Not
how do
freestyling
you
lyrics.
how do you manage it so like you don't go out of the lines, like over specific lines, like the lines of racism, the lines of offensiveness, the lines of sexism? How do you avoid that?
I just I honestly don't care if I'm offensive. Like, cancel me. Like, I don't care. But like, most of the like professional music, because I do have like unreleased offensive music that will never come out. Um,
Full of the N word.
they no, no, never. No, not racist at all. Like, just like I don't know how to say it. Just like piss people off, you know. Um, like that kid that you pissed off by saying this F1 racer was terrible.
I didn't say the
Um,
F1 race, I said the F1 driver was bad.
yeah. I don't. Hold on.
Has it already been 10 minutes? It has. So the reason he's now muted.
Anyway,
There we go. I was just explaining why you were muted. That question doesn't really make sense to me. We have 4 more questions left anyway. Do you have trouble with performance anxiety?
meaning
Like that's a hard question to reword because it kind of targets those that have done performances live. Um, but like, would you have an issue, or do you have issues performing in front of people like an audience?
would fit in with social anxiety, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Depends how large the crowd is, because I don't like being around large people. But like,
Technically,
if
if you're on top of a stage above them, then you're not around them.
I would say yes and no. Like, it just depends how the performance goes, more or less.
The good thing about some stages and stage lighting is the stage lighting kind of blinds you from the audience, so you can't actually see who's there, which makes it more beneficial for those that do suffer from anxiety. Because I know a lot of musicians that go on stage have that social anxiety as well. But like when they can't see who they're performing to, it feels to them like they're just performing it in, say, a studio or to themselves, and they go all out because that's what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are your favourite musical genres, and are there any in particular that you dislike? That's a tough question, that.
It is. It is. Um, I'm more into melodic rap
Hmm.
as well as like popish stuff. Like, I've done that before.
Yeah.
My dislikes, I don't even know. Like jazz, I fucking hate jazz.
Jazz is one of those things that younger people don't like. It's like too slow, too calm, too relaxing, that kind of thing.
What are you calling me, a 5-year-old?
No, I'm calling you a younger generation because jazz is typically for those who are even older than me. People
I mean,
my age are into it.
I hate it, but I don't mind some.
I mean, I wouldn't say I hate it. I wouldn't say I dislike it because, as you know, I've got an open mind to practically everything. It's just that obviously the target audience for jazz is older people, like older than me old, and not really for the younger generation because that's what the rap, the hip hop, the pop, that kind of thing is for. Um,
Yeah.
so, like, it makes sense that jazz is on your dislikes list. How do you differ from most other artists? Well, that's an easy question. I can answer that one for you.
Go on.
You can hear the vocals of the other artists. other than that, how do you differ from other artists?
My own sound.
That's every musician's answer, of course. And the final one, how?
I'm not done.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Actually, I am. Never mind.
Well
I'll tell
then,
you anyway.
how do you think your previous collabs would describe you?
I don't know. My previous what exactly? I don't even know.
Your previous collabs are with Matthew, I think.
TY. Yeah, just one with Matthew. Another one's actually coming with Matthew. I don't actually know when, but I could honestly care less. Um, I don't know. Like, I don't like them, but I don't not like them. Like,
It's how they describe you, not how you describe them.
oh, how I describe them.
No, how they
How
describe
they describe
you.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually know. They never actually said anything. I can ask him right now.
No, it's how you think they would describe you.
I think that they know that I could have done way better with it and like engineered it way better, but I don't. I don't think. I think they think that I didn't put it in enough energy.
The thing is, with obviously music, as a fellow musician, um, there's always areas to improve on, and the only way you'd get that is from experience, from continuing to do it, continuing to make those mistakes, and eventually it'll come around and you'll figure out the ways to fix those mistakes, like turning up your vocals, for example.
Yeah, I did that. You just listen to really old
I
stuff.
know, I know you've done that. I mentioned that like in episode 2 of reviewing your music, I think. But you see where I'm coming from. Like, eventually, you'll grab on to the stuff that you can be doing differently, and you'll learn and adjust to those things.
Yeah.
Luckily, that was the final question. It's a nice short video. This video will be released on Monday, so that'll be the 16th, because that's when
Fresh.
that's when your slot on my schedule is. Um, you share mini metro slot, so like I've got pre-recorded episodes, and you're taking up the slots. Um, but yeah, you're gonna be. This is gonna be uploaded on Monday, unless I forget. And if I forget, then I'll punch myself in the cock. Um,
My hair looking fresh.
nice. Okay, so um,
Damn.
thank you for taking a moment out of your very busy life.
Yeah, I gotta go actually.
Yeah.
You know that.
Maybe we can do this again in a year or so. When, well, yeah, this kind of thing, like when you've developed more, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. Agreed.
You may leave the call now, and I'll do my outro and whatever.
Guys, this has been the Diamond Bullet. Make sure to like and subscribe. I just did your outro for you.
I don't even say that. I don't even say like and subscribe. Don't listen to him. Thank you for coming out and watching. Ignore the chat section. That we have conversations. So if you want to see more like this, where Smile and I, maybe some of our other friends, are just sitting and chatting, let me know. Probably be released on my Patreon, but let me know what kind of stuff you want to see more of. And like I said, thank you for coming out and watching. And that's going to do it for this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.